Video, and this topic is about good or effective teachers versus the mistakes of teachers. Why do we need to know these two most important topics? Because you will be future teachers and every day you need to be like this and every day you need to avoid this. Understood? Okay, so let's start with the characteristics of an effective teacher. For the next 3 months, you might be teachers at Faridun or anywhere else, and I want to see in each and every one of you these things that I have written here, okay? All of you pay attention carefully. Number 1, a good teacher explains the lessons clearly in 3 languages. You need to explain all the grammar topics in 3 languages. In English, why? Because you are teaching English language. In Russian, why? Because Russian is the second language here, and not everyone can understand pure Tajik. And third, you need to explain it in Tajik because Tajik is your national language. Understood? So in how many languages do you need to speak every topic? 3 languages. The second one is, a good teacher should always be prepared. So we need to always have a lesson plan. We need to plan what will be our topics for tomorrow. What are the things that we need to bring to class tomorrow? How will we have our classes? Victoria, I hope you're listening. Okay, so before your class, you need to imagine, how will I sustain 1 hour of class? From coming inside the room, good morning class, our topic for today is la 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 la. Imagine, after that, what should I do? What should I let my students do? For 1.5 hours, what are the things that you need to do from hello to goodbye? Everything should be written in your notebooks because you are new teachers. If me, Hannah, 10 years working as a teacher in Tajikistan, still planning, you need to plan every day. I do not like pagpagodo teaching. I do not like it depends on what is my mood tomorrow, I will just teach how I want. No. There should always be a clear plan from the moment you come inside the class until the time that you go out of the class. What are the things that you're going to do? You need to write it down in order. Understood? Next, a good teacher makes difficult topics easier to be understood by students. So how will you make if conditionals easy? How will you make active and passive easy? How will you make the complex, difficult grammar rules easier? How? First, you need to explain the topics 3 to 5 times. Yes, I do that. If the topics are difficult, I explain it 5 times. After explanation that I do, I ask one student to repeat it in Russian. Then I ask another student to repeat it in Tajik. Then I give them papers, grammar rule papers about this topic. I give it to everyone. After I explained, I will let them memorize it for 10 minutes. Then, one by one will show me in front how I explained, and they need to tell me in English, Russian, and Tajik how did they understand the topic. Understood? You can also download videos about this topic. It's easy. www.youtube.com. Active and passive. Start, then go to save from net. Copy the link of this YouTube video, put in savefromnet.com, eto budit ska chat. You will download the video. So the next day, you explain to your students about this grammar rule in English, Russian, and Tajik. Then, you ask someone to tell it in Russian. Then, you ask someone to tell it in Tajik. Then, show the video. Even the slowest student can understand by 5 rules. Your explanation, 3 times. Explanation of a classmate in your language. Explanation of another classmate in Russian. Plus video. Plus the students will tell it by himself. So the students will definitely understand even if it is the most difficult topic ever. Did you understand? Next, giving examples in positive, negative, and question form. A good teacher should not only explain the rule, should not only explain the theory. A good teacher should always give examples. Let me tell you how to do it. In English grammar, we have and has. We use have for I, you, we, they. We use has for he, she, it. I put it here on the board, plus I gave them paper. Then, I will say, example, I have a car. I don't have a car. Do I have a car? He has an iPhone. He doesn't have an iPhone. Does he have an iPhone? In each rule, in each theory, you need to make examples in 3 forms. What are the 3 forms? Positive, negative, and question form. Very good. Now, the teacher should always use many materials for teaching. A good teacher should have a computer with her or him always, with speakers, with grammar rules, with cartolina paper or posters, with other grammar papers that you give to your students, videos, songs, games, everything you should have it. For Elios, Lutfolo, and all of my students who are with me, and Aziza nowadays, they know how heavy is my bag. Yes. Approximately, when you are carrying my bag, how many kilos is it? 5 kilos. Lutfolo, every time you carry the bag, how many kilos?
About 10.
8, 7, like this, it's true. It has books, it has computer, it has kalonki speakers, it has all these aux, all of these wire and cables. I have it there. There are pens, papers, tests, grammar rules, grammar banks, vocabularies, everything is inside my bag. Did you understand? Why? You should always be prepared. You should always have materials for teaching. Then, a good teacher is fair to all students. A good teacher should not have favorite one and a student whom the teacher hates. No. You should always look at all of them equally. No one is better. No one is bad or worse. Understood? Then, when checking an essay, okay, I do this and you need to do that also. Example, you gave an essay exam to your students. You have 10 students, na primer. You gave essay exam. When you are checking, you need to check like this. This is the name, right? Name, date, and the mark. You need to fold it like this, that you will not see the names of the students. So what you can see is just the essay. So you need to read the essay without looking at the name of the student. Why? You are the teacher and you know them well. So if you see, it's Elios' paper, he's clever, so I will not read and just put mark. Or, yes, you will read, but since Elios, you know him that he is good, you will not pay close attention to everything that is written. But if you went to one student, na primer, student X, you said, this is my slowest student in class. is 3 minus. You understand? Automatically, you will judge the paper because you know the name of the person. So if you are checking something, test, essay, project, or anything, do not look at the name. Fold the name and check the work. So that you yourself will feel good that you put the right mark, the right score that is deserving for this student to have. Did you understand? Next, if you are a fair teacher, you should say no to everyone. Your no should be no to all of them. If you said no one will be late, even if that student is the most clever student or that student is the most active in your class, say do not be late. One rule applies to all. Clear or no? Next, the teacher should be funny in good ways. Yes, you want your lesson to be active, you want your lesson to be funny, you want your lesson to be enjoyable, exciting for your students. You want to joke? Yes, joke if you want. But no hitting below the belt. What does it mean? You should know your jokes. There shouldn't be jokes that are attacking any personal choice. Did you understand? No jokes about religion. No jokes about preference. No jokes about characteristic. Abu Bakar, prekratis word sila, ipastusyeng namin niya. No jokes about family. No jokes about culture. No jokes about skin color. No jokes about race. Did you understand? Next, a good teacher should know the subject that he or she teaches 100%. If you're teaching English, you need to know everything about your subject matter. No one is perfect, I know that. We can never know everything, but you can always prepare. Example, you are teaching pre-intermediate unit 1. There might be some words that you don't know. So before your class, you need to check everything. The 5 pages of unit 1, you need to check all the vocabulary, all the grammar rules, so that the students will ask you, you know what to answer. You are not teaching one whole book in that day, right? So in that day, you will only be teaching 5 pages maximum. These 5 pages, you can even memorize it a day before. Look at each of the words. What are the words that my students might ask me? While I was checking the book, Shahanosa was doing the right thing. I could see krugli, I could see circles on the difficult words that she found there, and she translated it down. So exactly like this, you need to do when you are teaching. If you are teaching Unit 1 of Pre-Intermediate, go from page 1 to page 8, Unit 1, and translate the words that you don't know. In that way, you can save yourself from shame. What if the student will ask teacher, what does it mean reciprocated? You don't know because you didn't prepare. But if before coming to class, you prepared your unit, you know what is reciprocated. Okay, my student, reciprocated means you do exactly what the person says, or you feel the same way what the person. So it means to say, you feel the same way, reciprocate. So you know what it means. Did you understand? Preparation is always the key for being a good teacher. Next, a good teacher uses different methods of teaching. We just discussed the 13 methods of teaching. You need to use one method every day? No. You need to use one method today, the next method the other day, the next method the next day, or you can combine some of them in a day. Did you understand? Then, a good teacher reviews old topics. This is what we overlook. This is what we forget. We teach new topic. Very good. You teach something new to your student. But you always forget to teach what did you teach them, or what did you have with them before. That's why they forget. In teaching, there should always be a past, present, and future. Why past? Review old topics, teach new topic today, and give homework for the topic tomorrow. Did you understand? Every day you need to do this. Review what you taught yesterday, teach the them something new today, then what will you teach tomorrow? Give us a homework. Clear or no? Next, teachers should teach only facts. Do not invent something. Do not make something on your own that is not right. Why? You can let the students believe you for today, but if they go home and check it on the internet or check it at their books, they will see that what you gave them is wrong. The trust that they have for you will be gone. They will never believe you anymore. So a good teacher should always teach facts only. Where can you get facts? First, search on the internet. There are a lot of things on the internet. Some are correct, some are no. So you need to check several sources and compare. If the same topic goes to all of those sources, it means to say it's right. Other than that, check the book that we are using. For you to be safe, use Headway Oxford. Why? This is what Faridun, Oxford, Saman, British School, our centers are using. So you can save yourself. You can say that this is what is on our book. Did you understand? Always teach something that is fact. And the next one, a good teacher asks opinion from students and lets students give their idea. You are not an authoritarian teacher. No. First, we are in a democratic country, and you should be a democratic teacher. You want something, right? You have an idea. Tell your students, class, for New Year, I have an idea. Let's go to celebrate New Year. That's your idea. Very good of you as a teacher. Second, ask, do you agree? How many people agree? Raise your hand. How many people do not agree? Give us your suggestion. Give us your opinion. Then, mas lihat connect. Talk with each other and find the happy medium. What is a happy medium? Opshizik. Did you understand? Next, a good teacher loves teaching and very active. Of course. If you do not want to be a teacher, nobody forced you to be a teacher in the first place. So if you want to be a teacher, you need to love what you are doing. You need to always prepare, and you should be very active. There is no teacher who is like moving like this, then talking like, class, our topic for today is verb to be. No, the students will feel bored and go. So you always need to be active every day when you teach. Look at Joshua, very active teacher. Who else? Miss Jerilyn, very active. Cephas, and all our teachers at Faridun Learning Center, they're doing a great job when it comes to teaching. Why? They love what they do. Then they are active. Because we are getting paid for this. We get our salary, we do our work. That's how life works. No one is earning just sleeping at home. When waking up, the money is there. Wow. If there is a job like this, I wouldn't work. So you should earn and you should give your company the right quality of work that they are paying you for. Did you understand? Then, a good teacher should be self-confident. So, how will you be a self-confident teacher? Let's go back to basic. A good teacher will feel confident if he or she dresses properly. That's why I told you before, you should dress well. Why? If you dress well, you feel better. You feel confident. Am I right? Example, today, you went to Corbon, or you went to Waikiki, or you went to Saudat, or you went to De Facto, you went to Ashan and bought a very beautiful coat, a very beautiful sweater, a very beautiful jeans, and a very beautiful shoes. You are excited. I hope it's tomorrow so that I can go to school and show my friends my new clothes. The same thing goes for teaching. If you are wearing the proper attire, if you are wearing something presentable, you feel excited, you feel confident to work because you look good. Understood? That's why hema. Wearing for something beautiful, wearing something that is good, it's not only for that you have this. No, it boosts your self-confidence. And having self-confidence is being self-confident or having a very strong self-confidence will boost your work as a teacher. Then, and has a very loud voice. Joshua has a loud voice, Cephas, me, all our teachers, they have a very loud voice. Because in teaching, it's not only knowledge that you need to have, it's also your voice and your face. It plays your face, your voice, then your knowledge, all of them play a very important role in your teaching career. Then the next one is, can manage and control the class. Sad to say, this is the thing that some teachers, they lack. Why? They have the knowledge, they have the looks, they have everything, but they cannot manage and they cannot control the class. Example, the teacher is very kind, the students here are talking, the students there are talking, the students there are laughing. Do you think it's learning? No. For me, I think I'm not a terror teacher because my students, they do love me. But, as I've said, if they are already getting out of control, they get what they deserve. I shout, yes I do. I get angry, yes I do. But it is for them to be controlled. It is for them to be managed. And as a teacher, it's not only your responsibility to give them knowledge about what is in the book. A good teacher should also educate their students how to properly behave. Why? Even if you are very clever, but your behavior is not good, your bad behavior can pull you down. Did you see Joshua, how very well behaved he is? Like for me also, I'm not saying this because I want to be proud of myself, okay? But since I am teaching you how to be a good teacher, or this course is how to make you a good teacher, even if you are alone, everyone should see you as a model. Yes, we have our personal lives, okay? Being a teacher, we are not a possession of our school. Being a teacher, we have our personal lives, but our personal lives should not be seen by our students. What do you mean by personal lives? You have hobbies. When you are tired, you want to do something to make you feel relaxed. You know what I mean, or should I say that, or no? Men, what do? They go for going out with friends like this, like that. You know what I mean, right? I will not go deeper to this topic. You do that, but make sure no students see you. Understood? You want to go to the disco, or you want to do whatever that relaxes you, do that. It's your personal life. No one holds you not to do that. But do not do it inside the school premises. Do not do that in places that students will see. Because when they see you, the respect will go down. You are a model, exemplar. Did you understand? So these are the things that a good teacher must have. Clear?